I don't see us yet. That don't mean we're not on there. We just might be going slow. Okay, I don't see it. Where is it? Where is it? Okay, I see us. I see us. Okay.
Oh.
I know, right? So now let's share it out. Let's share it out.
All right.
Wow. Share it out.
Computer.
Okay, we'll put there and there.
Here we are.
I know,
Hey.
right? Looking good.
Excited.
Share it to the page.
How do you do it? Do a watch party or just share it to my page?
Either one.
I never know how to do this watch party thing.
I know, right? We probably need to practice that one day.
Right?
Look, I'm not the
I
best
didn't
at
know
the
we were
watch
doing
parties.
all this technology.
I think I messed around and did it one time. All righty, all righty. So, and that's funny because, haha. All right, guys. So I am entrepreneur coach Sha Cannon, and this is my guest guru series. And so my story is that I was a paralegal for 12 plus years for 2 different Fortune 500 firms. I made a total income of 6 figures. And when I would go on vacation, I really would think about freedom. I want to be free. I wanted to live a life on vacation. And I knew that freedom could start with entrepreneurship, because I had been an entrepreneur in one way or another since I sold candy in middle school. And so I knew that my ideal of freedom involved entrepreneurship. And so I've always been one in one way or another. And now I am going a step further, where I not only have the freedom of entrepreneurship, I also have the freedom of travel, where I'm living and working my business from all over the world. And I call it the Propel lifestyle, the Propel lifestyle. And that's funny because my guest today also lives what I call the Propel lifestyle. We'll get to that, right? And so I want to use this lifestyle that everybody thinks is so exciting and amazing, and I agree, to teach as many entrepreneurs as possible that they can create freedom with their business. Now, how do I do that as the entrepreneur coach? I position you to propel your profits by increasing your credibility and by increasing your visibility and increasing your bankability. So all of that is a formula that I have to help you to propel your profits and fund your freedom with your business. And so enough about me and how I help. This series is about how other experts can help you, because I want you guys to get the benefit of the amazing network that I have and some of the amazing people that I know who can also help you to have a better business and be a better entrepreneur. Today's guest guru, let me tell y'all, today's guest guru is my Sheila K. Sheila K can tell y'all how to make money. Y'all need to, you need to fund your freedom. She can help you to make some money, okay? So let me give y'all the rundown of the, look, when I tell you, I tried to tell her to send me a bio that's 100 words, baby, all that not fit in 100 words. This is what I need y'all to know. But I'm gonna try to sum it up for y'all, okay? So Sheila K is a powerhouse. I know, right? Sheila K is a powerhouse world traveler, a 2-time best-selling author, a business consultant, and life coach. Because we know we always need to get our life together, especially as entrepreneurs. Shit goes awry. Okay, so in 2009, she decided to leave corporate America. See that freedom? See that freedom? And her Beverly Hills lifestyle behind and pursue her passion in international travel full time. Y'all see that Propel lifestyle there? Y'all see it? Y'all see it? So let me tell y'all something. Helping you to make money, okay? I'll put these links in the comments later, but I just want to throw this out here for y'all, okay? She is the creator of best-selling courses, okay? And one of them is called Find a Dope Remote Job, okay? Find a Dope Remote Job. Let me give you that link. It's Find a Dope remotejob.com. How easy is that? Okay, so go there and find out how to find a dope remote job. All right. She also can show you how to have portable incomes. You know, those incomes that can go with you. Okay, when you go. So that's called. That is on portableincomes.com. You know how to spell portable? Add incomes and add it.com. Okay, and that is a 6 module online course that teaches students all over the world how to make money. Come on, this is what we're doing here. This is why we're here, okay? One more for you, one more. She also does e-commerce. Okay? And this is what I'm gonna have to check out because I don't know how to rap nothing. So it's called blackrap.co, C-O. Blackrap.co is her e-commerce store, and it's been a #1 retail store for African American themed holiday and celebration merchandise. So y'all, go rap. That is blackrap.co, C-O, okay? Now, all of that is like the of the wonderfulness. I just know Sheila K gives good hugs. I just know that Sheila K lives in Playa del Carmen, Quintana Roo, Mexico, here with me. And I just know that we love to go get tacos and we love great drinks and that we both are out here living our best life. Now, there's one more accolade I want to tell y'all about before I let her speak because she is so awesome. But this one relates to why we're here today. So in July of this year, she created her most recent course, the Low Content Books Masterclass, okay? And she has helped over 100 people to publish. Y'all know I love publishing. Come on, that's the #1 way to credibility, publication, right? Royalty earning authors of low content books on Amazon, okay? And that's why we're here today, because she's gonna help us and she's gonna give us 3 steps to publish low content books, okay? Now, Sheila, you just look so beautiful today, but I want to ask you, for those who don't know, what is a low content book?
That is an excellent question. First of all, thank you so much for that magical introduction. I appreciate that. I'm like, who's she talking about? Hold on, wait. But people always ask that question because when I first started teaching this, I was talking about it in one of my groups, and people were like, what's a low content book? Girl, what you talking about? There's no content books and there are low content books. And I guarantee you, if you're a woman, especially, you own a dozen of these. Low content books are books that just like they have low content. They could be notebooks. Here is a low content book. This is something I picked up from probably Barnes & Noble. It is a gold cover. I use it to journal in. It just has lined pages. Who has lined pages? Books.
Yeah.
This is a low content book. This is a no content actually.
Yeah.
Here's another one. This is one I bought at, I got this one at Target. It's for notes when I go to business conferences. It's got a really pretty cover. And on the inside, literally, same thing. Lined pages.
Love it.
People are making billions, this is a $1 billion industry, multi-billions of these no content books that we all are buying. And so that's what they are. So some other examples besides these lined pages, sketchbooks, books with literally nothing in them that you can draw in them. People are making billions of dollars selling y'all paper. Really? Also planners. Who has planners? I got my first planner way back in the early 90s. Franklin planners, Franklin Covey, with all of us had planners. I got that whenever you get your little leather cover and all that stuff. That's a low content book. So your planners, composition books, writing books, bullet journals, adult coloring books, children's activity books, music composition books. There are just dozens and dozens of examples of low content.
Awesome.
Even recipe books, cookbooks are low content books too.
Look at that. Thank you for educating us on that, because hey, I knew some of y'all didn't know, so I'm not gonna sit here and act like I was the only person that didn't know at one point. No, y'all didn't know either. So you're gonna teach us 3 steps to get this low content thing going. So I'm excited because I'm here to learn too.
All right, cool. Well, let me give y'all the tip. So first of all, I started with low content books earlier this year, but I first found out about them last year, like late 2017. There was a person that I follow that opened up this course, and she's like, yeah, how to make money passively on Amazon, passive income, doing these low content books. And so I was like, that's interesting, because I already had 2 books on Amazon. It's like, okay, whatever. But when I think about books, I think of, I got to spend weeks writing a book, and an outline, and get it edited, and all the things, right? And we all want to write books. Everybody thinks that books are the way to riches. Some of us don't do it because it's so labor intensive. So anything where I do something for like not a lot of labor, so make money at it, I'm like, okay, what is that about?
Exactly.
So I got a course and I was going through it, and it seemed too simple. And I was like, there's no way that some line pages would sell. There's no way people are buying that stuff. I was like, oh, that's just dumb. And then I didn't do it. Well, it was a girlfriend of mine that we did it together, where she went on ahead and did it. She wound up making 6 figures in 2018 by just following that course. My dumb ass, still shiny object, like, oh, woo, yeah. So I was like, okay, there's something to this. So in February this year, I said, let me go ahead and start doing this. So I put together some books. I did it for the Valentine's Day season. I'll talk about what I did in a moment. I just threw up some things based upon what I was taught. And lo and behold, they started selling.
Yes.
I was like, are you kidding me? And they were just like stupid little books. They were just dumb. I have 119 pages, line pages, really cool covers. And then I was putting up books. And all of a sudden, Amazon starts sending out these checks. Because what happens is Amazon, when you sell a book, you get a royalty, Amazon sends you a check. So it is really, I think, one of the ideal ways to make passive income. And I'll talk about that later on too. So that's kind of how I got started in it. But so what you need to do to get started is, number one, you need to have what's called a niche. Now, what is a niche? A niche is an audience that you're creating your book for. Like, who is going to buy this book? So who's going to buy this book that has notes on it? Who is this for? Who is this niche for? Well, this is probably for someone that is either in school or has a business, or this even takes some notes really for a business setting. This is kind of like a book on business, kind of a background or what have you. Who is, this for, this gold book with no writing in it? Well, it's probably someone that's about manifesting, because, gold brings money and things like that. Yes. Too. So you want to think about who your niche is that you want to create for. So, for example, gratitude niche is a big one. So gratitude, no one buys gratitude journals. You want to write down the things you're grateful for and how to manifest and things like that. So that's a particular niche or niche. You could do something for nurses. Nurses buy a lot of things. So the nurse niche is really big. Yes. I started with my Valentine's journal. So the Valentine's Day holidays are big niches. Right now we're in quarter 4 with Christmas. So the Christmas niche is the big deal. You put a Christmas journal, the Christmas things like that, people will buy it. So it's determining what niche is important for you that you want to actually build in. Now, you want to pick a niche that actually people are buying in. So how do you do that? When you go on Amazon, you kind of poke around, you look for bestsellers, and you see what people are buying, and then you take notes, and then you really just kind of decide what you want to do first of all. So the first step on that is deciding what you want to do. I think the easiest thing I tell my students to do is, what are you interested in? What hobbies are you in? Like one of my students, she's a NICU nurse. Oh. A NICU journal. And I was like, oh my God. So I got online. I was like, that's an amazing idea. So, and she was, I taught her this stuff. And then her first journal was a NICU journal, which is a nurse intensive care for babies or whatever. So the first one, and it sold within a couple of days to somebody in London. And wow. I told you. Wow. Another young lady, she wanted to do some journals, and she was kind of stuck. And I was like, let me tell you something. Animal faces on journals sell. That's the one thing I always say. I was like, just put a pig face on a journal and it will sell. And she's like, really? Are you serious? I'm like, just put a pig face on it. Sure enough, she put a pig face on a journal, made a really cute cover. Couldn't even what to say, my pig face journal sold. So you can literally do anything. If you like dogs, if you like cats, if you like wine, weed journals, whatever it is, it's a hobby, a profession, any kind of thing. So niches are everywhere. So that's the first thing you do.
Yes. I love it.
Any questions on that?
No, because my entrepreneurs, they should be used to niching, right? Because that's the first step to anything in business. You need to figure out what your niche area is going to be and who that's going to be for. So they shouldn't have any questions. But hey, if you do, put them in the comments and we'll get to them later. I promise you we will. So I think we're good on step 1.
I have found that niche research for me personally is almost like the hardest thing, because it's like there are so many. And then when you're an entrepreneur like me, who loves to do everything, like all things, right? I find it hard to just like get down to just like one thing. Like, okay, so my niche is I coach people with red hair how to make blue hair. That's all I do. Like, you know what I mean? It would kill me to just do like one thing in my business. And so that's why I love this so much. If I could go to Walmart, I could see something like Zodiac mugs. Oh my God, I could do Zodiac journals, Zodiac this. I could come home and just make them. But for those of us entrepreneurs out there that are totally shiny object, ADHD, want to do all things,
yes.
This is perfect. You can literally take 15, 20 minutes, oh gosh, Zodiac or crocheting or whatever, and you can make them, put them up, and then they're out there. So that's why I like that. So once you get your niche pick, What you then want to go ahead and figure out is, okay, what are the keywords? Because in Amazon, where we're going to be publishing the books, you got to know what people are searching for as far as keywords, because that's how you get found. And you guys are entrepreneurs, you guys know what that's about. So I do my keyword research. I'll pick a niche. Like, let's just say I pick gratitude journals. Please don't pick that niche. It is highly oversaturated and competitive, so don't pick that. It's just a competition. We're going to pick it. So I'll go into Google and I'll type in gratitude journal, and I'll look for keywords that are tied to that. Like, what are people searching for? So I'll find things like gratitude, manifesting, thanks, thankfulness, you know, all those kind of things like that. Or I'll use a site such as, what is it, Ask the People?
Yeah.
The guy with the sweater. That site, that's really a great one. That's a freebie. That's you guys. That's a great one to put in. So type in whatever niche you're in, and all of a sudden you get this wheel of like these hundreds of questions that people are asking around that niche.
Wow.
And at the bottom, they extrapolate hundreds of keywords for free. I'm surprised it's still free. It really shouldn't be, but it is, thank God. And so you get all these different keywords that you can actually use to find your book too. So find your niche first, and then get a list of really good keywords that you can add in to sell your journal later on. So that's step one.
Cool. Oh, cool. So niche and keywords. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Tell me, look, you got me hooked. Tell me more. Tell me more.
So next comes the fun stuff. Next comes the design part, and my students crack up because I'm like not good at design. But the thing I love about this and the way that I teach it is that you can make, as I always say to myself, crooked stick people. Like, I don't know how to draw. I don't know how to paint. My stick people come out like a break dancing or something. But I can't draw a straight line around, so to say, my life. But I can make some book covers. So what you want to do is, first of all, it's a two-step process in design. You just want to decide what kind of book are you making. Now you got your niche. I'm a gratitude journal. Are you going to do a simple, you know, lined pages like what you have in here, which is totally fine.
Yes.
People can decide there could be a cover that says, you know, grateful for my life.
Yes.
And then on the inside, you're just writing why you're grateful. So, and this is literally pick this up and sell it.
Yes.
Or you can be more complex, and you can have an interior design. You can design it yourself, or you could have things like you're tracking and all these, you know, like a real planner, things like that, where it's designed. You can do that, but really, I see people really do stick with the line pages. The line, believe it or not, the lined pages, plain line pages, sell like crazy.
Yes.
You don't have to get fancy and have custom interiors. I know you do custom interiors for your clients, things like that. You don't have to do that. But for those of us that are like real simple, like real simple, really great for that. So decide what kind of interior. Do you want to do a bullet journal type interior with the bullets? Do you want to do a custom interior? Do you want to have, you know, drawing page people can actually draw or stress relief? The kind of interiors that you do are literally limitless. You can mix and match and do all kinds of things. But I always tell my students, for your first 100 or so that you put up, just do the line pages. So you're gonna do a line page journal. That's cool. So now that you've decided what kind of interior you're gonna have, now it's the cover. What kind of cover do you want to make for this thing? And you want to create covers that are really eye-catching, because when someone is on Amazon and they're looking for a gratitude journal or dog journal or wedding guest book, which you can make, that's also a low content book, they're scrolling through all these ones, and so you need to have a cover that's going to pop, and they'll see it, they're like, oh my God, I really like that. So I recommend using bright colors, really bright designs, really cool graphics, change up your fonts, have, you know, 2 or 3 different kinds of fonts going on, not the font, change the size of the fonts, have a good subtitle, all the things that are combined make a good cover, and there are multiple elements in that, then you put it all together. Now, I know y'all wonder, well, how the hell do you do that, Sheila? Because like you, I don't know how to draw specific people. So I use a software that I'm sure y'all entrepreneurs, I know you know the software. I use Canva.
Yep.
Canva is bag.
It is bag. You hear me? Bag.
Do you use a lot of Canva in your business, Shay?
Yes. Yes. Social media, magazines, everything. I love Canva. Every time they come out with something new, they help me out. Let me tell you. Every time they come out with something new, I love it.
Editing module I was just saying that I need to check out too. Have you checked that out yet?
I have not checked it out yet, because I'm still trying to get down the new stuff that I just learned with Canva, because they're forever putting out stuff and they're great things. And so I love free resources that are good resources, and Canva is one. But even for Canva, I have a pro account, so I love it. I love it.
Yep. Yeah, Canva is the thing. And the thing about this too, this process, I like to tell my students, because I like to do, I'm free 99. Like, I'm not about, okay, I need, $10,000 to do this. Or, I'm just not about that life.
No.
So I love this because you can literally do everything for free or for very low cost. So Canva has a free version, which I used for years. Now I use the pro version. But you can use Canva because it has all kinds of graphics.
Yes.
You can match them. You can do things for social media, but it's really great for making your covers. You can even make your interiors within Canva. You can make your line pages. You can do all kinds of things if you know how to do that.
Yes.
So I designed my covers in Canva. And just full disclosure, I suck at Canva for whatever reason. I don't know, man. Canva's like the ex-boyfriend that like hates me, but I keep trying to come back to it. But it's like, no, I'm not gonna go away. It's just will not work with me. I think it's for whatever reason I just can't figure it out. But I know enough to be dangerous and make those to sell.
Cool.
But so if you're really good with it, it's a really great tool. Now, if you or Adobe Illustrator, things like that, you can use those tools. You can use you can use PowerPoint to make covers, so all kinds of anything that you know how to use. But if you're like me and you're graphically challenged, then Canva's the one that you want to use really great covers. One of the things I want to talk about though, Canva has images that you can use. Some of them are free, and then some of them may charge $1 for. With all images in Canva that you use for your covers, for a lot of years, for a lot of months, I didn't use Canva for my covers to design them, but I'll release a little bit, because you need to make sure that whatever images that you're using, this is super, super key, are free and available for commercial use.
Yes.
Because what we're doing is we're acquiring these assets, we're going to make our own asset that we are going to sell commercially. So if we don't have the rights to sell it commercially, they can come back to us and say, yeah, you know that money that you made with my little picture? Yeah, you need to give us that and then even more. So you always want to check use the rights of images that you can use. So that's why you never, if you're looking for an image, don't ever go to Google and say, oh, I need a picture of a dog to put on my whatever, and just Google it and then use that image. You don't ever do that. You want to either buy images from, proven stock photo sites. There are some free sites you can use. The free site you can use images, which everyone knows about, is Pixabay. Do you use Pixabay for your stuff at all?
I love Pixabay. I actually have on my website a free resource as an opt-in where you can get 50+ websites where you can get commercial stock photos. Now that may need to be updated, but it's a list of over 50. So even if some of them aren't, because that junk is the bomb.
Yeah, because I mean there's so much free stuff out there for us that it's almost too much sometimes. But if you don't know about it, you're like, well, what am I going to do? I don't know what to do. So that's good that you put that together. So, but even using Pixabay, those other things, with every image that I use to go download, I look at it, then we'll say, yes, free for commercial use, but then other ones will say, it will then either say no attribution or needs attribution. So what that means is, yes, you can use it commercially, but if it says requires attribution, then you need to list the name of the person who submitted it. So let's say I submitted a picture on a Pixabay, me and my water bottle, and so y'all didn't want to use it or whatever, and I say the needs attribution. You just need to put someplace really small, an inside cover of your book, photograph provided by Pixabay, creator was, Sheila Brown, that kind of thing. But 99% of them will say no attribution, you can use it for you. So you design what kind of interior you want to have. So it's going to be line pages, and then you design your cover. Again, I use Canva. I use images from all sorts of places. I buy images. I use free ones. And then I get it all on Canva so it looks pretty. And then I make multiple covers, because with this low content book thing, it's a volume game. You're not just going to put up one little book and expect to have, I have $1,000 a month coming in. It is truly a volume game, and so you want to put up many. Now, how many do you need? Is that 10,000, 100,000? Like, absolutely not. People are making really good income with like 500 or 1,000. It's totally fine and totally doable as well. So you want to make multiple covers, and then it's just that you have. So that's step number 2.
Ooh, that's a lot. All this value, look.
It's a lot.
Y'all,
I'm glossing over. Like, there's a lot of detail sliced in there, but this is the 100-foot overview.
It is, but even that is hugely valuable. They can take what you said right now and start making money today, and that is what this series is all about. So I love it, and we still got another step to go. I am all ears.
We do. Step number 3, we need to put it somewhere to sell it, right?
Yes.
So where are we going to sell this book? Who's going to see it? What are we going to do? Well, you can do it one of 2 ways. You can sell it on your own website. Whatever your website is, you can do that. And you can do it in a couple of ways. You can either Have a printing company that you know of in your local town to print a bunch of copies for you, and you mail them out and people buy them for you. You can fulfill the orders yourself. I don't do that because I need a mobile lifestyle. I've been home free for what, 8 or 9 years now. So everything that I do to make money has to be tied to the internet, and it can't be tied to a location. So, but if you have a home and you want to do that, you rock it out, you can totally do that. Or you can have a company print on demand your books for you. Now, what does that mean? In a nutshell, when a book or an item is ordered, then it is transmitted to a fulfillment company that actually makes it for you, and then it ships to your customers. What's called blind shipping or white label shipping. You can do that. One company that does that for books is Lulu. And you can connect Lulu with Shopify, but they have an integration. I have not used them, so I'm not recommending them, but I know people that do use them. What I've gotten is that they're a bit slow and they're a bit inconsistent. So I haven't done that. And the con of that for me too is that because it's your own site, you have to get your own traffic. So you have to get eyeballs on your site, eyeballs on the book. So if you're someone that has a big audience already, then it's like, cool, you got the audience. If you don't, then, but it is an option. But the third option, which is what I use, is I use the power of Amazon.
Yes.
The biggest e-commerce beast in the world.
Yes.
So if you are selling something, you want to have your behind on Amazon. Why? Because everybody else in the world has their behind on Amazon.
Exactly.
And what else do they have? They got their little credit cards already tied to Amazon with Amazon Prime. So if you're like me, when I'm in the States, I'm on Amazon, people can't find just my one little thing. Next thing you know, I got 15 things in my little cart coming to the house.
Yes. Yes.
It's like when you go to Target, I'm just going to get some toothpaste. And they're like, Mrs. Brown, that'll be $129.99. You're like, wait, what?
Love it.
So it's terrible. So you can self-publish through Amazon, and Amazon has several lines of business, and the main line, or one of their main ones, is called Amazon KDP, Kindle Direct Publishing. So you can upload your book on Amazon, go through the KDP process, all that. There's a lot of steps to that, and then they will then publish the book on your site. People buy it. They click the button to buy it. Amazon cuts you a royalty, puts it in a little pot, and then they send you a check at the end of the month. Bada bing, bada boom, rinse, repeat.
Yep.
There you are.
There you are, making the money, making the money. Set it and forget it. We love that set it and forget it money. Come on now.
Yep. Because for every book that you create, I have this visual in my head. Every book that I create is like a little cash register out there. And so if you have 100 books, you have 100 cash registers. You can see putting money in that cash register every single day. You got 1,000 books, you got 1,000 cash registers in the Amazon ecosphere. And the thing I love about Amazon too is that it allows us, if you choose a certain button, you can sell them globally. So my students and myself, we're selling books like, I gotta sell in Denmark, I gotta sell in London, I gotta sell in Australia. You're like, oh my goodness. So people are buying books all over the world. Whereas if you were to do, let's say, regular publishing deal, like you go through a publishing house and you sell, Random House, that's different if it still exists. But let's say you want to sell your book now in China, through a Random House, they have to go and get someone to pay a licensing fee to license your book to sell in these individual markets, and you can pay for that. But there's a whole, process to getting that done, right? Whereas with Amazon, we just, do. And I'm selling books in China, I'm selling books in Japan, I'm selling books all over. So that's how that works. 1, 2, 3, bada bing, bada boom.
Man, let me tell you something. You just gave them their whole life. You just gave them their whole life. But I know it's some of y'all out there. It's some of y'all out there who gonna need more help. You're gonna need help with figuring out how to niche it down. You're gonna need help with figuring out what keywords, even though she gave you a free resource. You're gonna need help with, okay, what should I put in the interior? Oh, I don't think lines is enough. Y'all know how y'all get in your own way. And so, all this stuff. And especially with the how do I get it on KDP? She said something about KDP, how I get it on there. So for those people who need extra help, they need somebody to give them the details, because they taking this, we live in the US. They live in the US, we live in Mexico. But Americans on average tend to be a little lazy. We like stuff to be given to us. We don't want just the overview 1, 2, 3. We want 1A, 1A1. 1A1, 2, 1A1. So for those who need the every step, here, this is next, and this is what you do, and this is how you do it, and this is where you go. For those who need that, do you have something for them?
I do, actually. So No, so it was around June, and I was really successful with this. And I'm like, I got to teach this because anything that I do, I don't make money at. I'm like, I got to teach people how to do this, right? It's always create a course. And so I said, well, let me kind of put together a course. And so I reached out to my girlfriend. Got some people from her group, got about 100, almost 100 people actually signed up. They'd never heard of me. They never heard of low content books. She was like, well, this is my girl. She's doing this. I'm going to do it too. And so I took them all live in June. After the 6 weeks, we did a whole live thing, literally step by step. And there are a ton of steps, step by step by step by step, from I don't know what low content book is to it's published and oh my God, we're selling. And so I've taught that course live now 3 different times because I needed to make sure that anybody could get it, right? So I had 3 beta groups, and oh my God, people are selling books everywhere and just doing the most. And the thing I love about this was over all my other courses, like my adult mode jobs and all that stuff, like they work and they're all well and good, but people were making their books before I even finished the training. And I was never seeing something, I guess it was, they just got it, right? And they just lit up. So as a coach and as a course creator, there's nothing more gratifying than when people take what you're teaching them and they use it, but then they start making money with it. Wouldn't you agree?
Yes, because this is the thing, as you know, as a coach, we don't always get people that move on the things that we tell them to do. And some of that is because, you have to have patience. Some things are a process. What you've done with this course that I love is you've eliminated weight. You know what I'm saying? If it's a long process, it's because you're not working the process. And so this is what I love about it. So that's why I'm removing even one more obstacle. If you couldn't take them 3 steps, Sheila K got you. She got something for you.
Yeah, I got you. So I have it now to where it's how many is it? Like, I don't know, 4. Have you? It's bada bing, bada bing, bada boom, step by step by step. You can literally follow along step by step by step. And if you took, I don't know, I'm going to say probably 4 hours, 4.5 hours, you can get through everything and you can have your first book done in one day and published. So I call it my LCD Master, my low content book masterclass course that I have. And right now it's $197. You can get it at bit.ly/SKLCD, which stands for Sheila K LCD. In it, when you get the course, you'll have immediate access to all the training. This is my most recent one that I just did, like I finished up last month in November, and everything that you need from soup to nuts. I spent 2+ hours just talking about niches and keywords, because that's the most important part. If you don't get your niches and your keywords right, your books won't sell.
Yeah.
Bottom line.
Yeah.
You've got to get those keywords down. It's such a science to it, but you get that down, it's great, because you can make the ugliest covers, like the ugliest covers, and they will actually really sell, but you've got to get those niches to get people to get eyeballs on it. So there's that piece. And then I covered where you get really great design elements from, and there are a ton of sites that I recommend. I went all in depth in that. About trademarks. Trademarks are hella important too. Like you can't just, one thing people don't know, like I want to do, like, I'm going to do prayer journal. Prayer journals are a hot seller. You can make quite a bit of money on those. But people don't know this. You can't just put Bible quotes and stuff. The Bible is copyrighted. The Bible is trademarked. You can't just be like, oh, John, Leviticus, like, nah, you can't do that.
Yeah.
So what you can do, you need to know where to find one that you can freely use. So
exactly.
I talk about those kind of things. So I want to keep you out of trouble. It's really important. I also talked about with the KDP process, it's a piece in there that people miss. And it's so surprising to me how Amazon has really kind of taken for us to win at some point.
Yes.
If you don't know all the tools in there, how to use them, you're missing out on bags of money.
Yes.
And so I cover how to cover really one of the key pieces that's kind of secret in there, how to really get your book selling too. And also how to set it up so that your books are selling all around the world. There's some extra things that you have to do. So I love it. And one of the things with the course now that's not going to happen as of January, because I'm actually closing it down, but right now there is a Facebook group. I want people, my style of coaching and teaching and training is that I hold you by the hand and I keep it really simple and just real. And so there's a Facebook group now that I'm going to keep open forever for those that are already in the course and those that joined before now, the end of the year. they ask me for help. So I do additional training. I get all kinds of new tea on what's happening, so I share all the new tea. So I do the thinking for my students. I don't want my students, I just want my students to just do. And I do all the thinking and get all the stuff for them, and I just share that with them because I want them to learn. So that group is open. I'm not going to keep a group open for new people because it's a little labor intensive, but because I'm so invested in my people now that invested in me early. So if you grab the course now, you will get the group, and we're all in there to help you and support you. And as an added bonus, because I really want people to take this and take action with it, because don't be a dumbass like me. Like, seriously, don't be like a year ago, oh, that isn't really a thing. Oh, no. And then my girl makes 100 G's, and I'm sitting here like, really? So I want people to really take it and run with it. So for everyone that buys through the bit.ly/SKLCD, I will get on the phone with you for half an hour, and I will actually help you pick out your niches and help you with that particular piece. So I'll coach you for half an hour. Now, this is only through Sunday, though, like Sunday at I'll say midnight Eastern Standard Time. For anyone that buys, I will do that. Now, an hour with me, just to tell you, I charge $497 for an hour of my time. Yes. And I don't really do one-on-one coaching much anymore. So it's kind of a big deal.
Yes. Look, y'all interrupting tacos and tequila. Y'all can join this shit.
Like I live in a resort type apartment and shit.
Exactly.
So it's like, my time is good. You need to be at the beach. As y'all know, follow me on Facebook. But no, I'm invested. And this is such a magical business model that I love it so much. But I'm going to warn you all, more people are finding out about it, because this Q4, people are making a good ton of money at this. So what's going to happen is, everybody's going, oh my God, I made so much money. So all the gurus are going to have our courses, and everybody's going to start pouring into it like with Amazon merch. And so if there's a timing factor, I tell students now, like, y'all need to do it now. Like,
exactly.
Now, right now. And like, really don't miss this.
Because you're already behind. Because if you knew about this, you could have had stuff out for Christmas. So go ahead and get this course now. It won't take you long to get it up and running. She just told you 4 hours, and you can have your first one published and be out there to make money. So setting you up to win for 2020, I mean, it's up to you. So I just want to clarify this Bitly link, Sheila. So it's bit.ly/S as in Sheila, K as in kazoo, L as in low, C as in content. Now that last letter, is that B or D? Is it B as in boy or D as in dog? B as in books. There you go. SKLC, B as in books. Okay, so Sheila K, low content books. You can't get, come on now, y'all. If you don't get on this, if you're not used to, as an entrepreneur, investing in yourself by now, I don't know what to tell you. But the best investments are the investments you can immediately get a return on investment. You know, in this space, we don't often get these types of opportunities. So $197 to show you how to get started now. Start making money for all those 2020 goals that you got right now. Come on, $197. And on top of that, she's gonna put you in a Facebook group where she continues to nurture you. Come on, you don't get that for $197. And on top of that, okay, because that's a group environment. On top of that, she's going to give you 30 minutes of your time to help you figure this thing out after you go through the course and figure. Come on, that's one-on-one. You can't get all that for $197. Y'all are in this space as entrepreneurs, and you already know she is over giving right now, and her over give is going to help you to make a lot of money. So I don't even know what else to tell y'all. If you follow me, you know, if you're not ready and you don't stay ready, I don't know what to say for you. So Sheila, I'm going to give this link one more time, and of course, I'm going to put it in the comments. I shared it, but it's bit.ly/S as in Sheila, K as in kazoo, or well, her Sheila K, but I want to make sure you know what the K is, right? Right. L as in low, C as in content, and B as in book. So bit.ly/SKLCB. Sign up. It's on the $197. You're getting all of these bonuses, and some of these bonuses are going away if you don't sign up before Sunday. Today is Friday. Get on it. Get on it. Sheila.
Coaching goes away on Sunday. The Facebook group access goes away at the end of the year, December 31st. No one that buys after that will be able to get into the group, and people will tell y'all having access to me, like this. Put it in there, just tag me, no question. Like they have me for forever, and that is invaluable. Trust and believe me, too. And I want to talk about something else too. Yes, we're in quarter 4. Yes, it's Christmas season, and that's all well and good. It's big money making season. But the thing people don't know is that we have a whole year. Because now we're all gearing up. Now we're all doing 2020 planners.
Yes.
We have between now and probably end of March to make get some money of that. Guess what we have coming after that? We have Valentine's Day.
Yes.
Valentine's Day, and that's when I got started. It's a huge moneymaker. I'm starting my Valentine's Day journal in January. So I typically start my journals 3 months prior to a particular season. And so I'm helping my students really kind of plan ahead. Mother's Day, oh my God, Father's Day, graduation stuff. I mean, it doesn't end. And the cool thing about it is the Valentine's books I put up last year will sell this year.
Yes.
And all the books y'all put up in 2020, they're up in 2024, 2023, they're up. And so that's the cool thing about this. And we're still kind of quasi early adopters, you know, early with a small E.
Yes.
But the time is now. I mean, the getting is really good right now. It's really, that window is.
Yes, it is. So I love it, and I can't thank you enough. I can't thank you enough for joining me. Thanks for being my guest guru. Thank you for teaching us all, including myself, how to make more money, because I love it. I love it. I love it, because we love that money.
More tacos.
I know, right? I know, right? So I just want to thank you for joining me. I want to thank you for giving this audience value, because this is true value, and I love it. And so we're going to tell everybody bye. Bye.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it. I adore you, and I'm so grateful I get to be down here in Mexico with you, girl. Figure out how to pay to be down here in Mexico with us, because it was a ball down here at
okay, it's a whole community of us. I know y'all think we out here by ourselves. Nope. It's a whole community of us out here making money and living our best life.
Quite happy living the bestest life.
Okay, look, hashtag Propel Lifestyle. So I'm going to go ahead and end this live. Let's get over here and stop it in live.